Hello, in today's video we continue with CNC and today's topic is reading and executing a CNC file. Now part of the code is going to be the same, and like in previous video everything is already prepared and I will just explain how this works, what stays the same, what has been changed. However, there are also certain things that we need to do. So first thing, we added CNC program, additional one. If we click on it and we see here CNC, and here we can import certain DXF file. We will use is one DXF file that I found, and it's like an outline of certain bird. If we open, we see this bird here and we just click import. When we imported this file, we see that it has 250 lines of CNC code, and if we check the positions, they're all 10 to 15. This would mean that we will probably need to adjust our scaling at least to see motors moving. What you need to do here is just add the speed in which you want this to be executed. So here in the first line we just put F5. Now what you can do is again click now on CNC and write program to ASCII file, and you can call it, let's call it bird. We will store it on a desktop, and now we can literally delete this. Ctrl A, delete. Now we have our file and we will see how we can now use this file. First of all, let's close our CNC program. What we have created is another program called CNC file. To handle CNC file, you need at least 3 function blocks. One is called ReadNCFile. This is literally reading the file into our program, and then we have interpreter, which interprets this file line by line, and then we need check velocities just to check the velocity, can our axis really execute according to the settings. And then we have a buffer of interpreter which is needed, that it buffers line by line, that you do not put complete G code at once, because it can be very big, it can be 20-30,000 lines, so you need a buffer in between. Then we called our function blocks. First, ReadNCFile. Literally you don't need any input. We will use visualization to put the file name. After that you have interpreter, and here you put sentence output from your NC file and pointer to a buffer and also size of this buffer. After that, you call SMC check velocities, and for data in pointer, you put output pointer from your interpreter. Furthermore, you need to call this in some lower priority task, because file handling can be really heavy on task load, and you don't want to execute this part of the code inside the same task where you are executing the movement. What you need to do is now go to motion function blocks and put from the other task output data to input data of your interpolator. Furthermore, because again we have really small movements, for visualization we decreased max x and y values to 15, just that we see that something is moving. Let's go back to our task handling. For this purpose we created slow task. If we click on this task, we say it's very low priority, 20 milliseconds. This is approximately 5 times slower than our ITRCAT task, and we are running our program inside this task. We can close also CNC file. Additionally, just that you see that the motors are moving, we decreased the scaling to 5 for master and slave. 1 rotation equaled 5 units. Additionally, visualization with all our 3 function block from CNC files, or ReadNCFile, interpreter, check velocities. Now what we can do is go to our PLC and scan. Let's connect to our PLC. Let's click files. So we are not still logged in, but we have access to our files. Then you can go to PLC logic. And inside here you have this underscore CNC, and if we go to our drive, C, users, Then here, desktop, and it's our bird CNC. We transfer. Now we have our CNC file in our controller, and this is our path. Now root is going to be PLC logic. This is important to know. We can log in. Let's log in and run. Now what we need to do is, let's drop this, go to our readNC file and then write _CNC/bird.cnc, enter. Let's move a little bit left. We execute and we see that it's working. Then we execute interpreter. It's also working, decoded. Then we execute our check velocities. Now we can open our multi-axis control, enable our drives, set position. We can also go to back to CNC and we execute interpolator. As we can see, it is going to start the position and then it's going to draw the bird. So here you can see also how decoder and interpolator are working in parallel. And it's done. That's it for this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.